which stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Butler?
Here.
Lipser?
Here.
Person?
Here.
Smith? Here. Thrash? Vincenzo?
Here.
West?
Here.
6 members present, 1 absent.
Okay, Mr. Thrash, here this evening, he's under the weather, so, first item on the agenda is the minutes from the May 16th. Did everyone receive their copy of the minutes? And does anyone have any questions? Hearing no questions, I will accept a, motion to accept the minutes. Second, Mr. Gibson. Take a roll call vote.
Butler?
Yes.
Lipscomb?
Yes.
Person?
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.
Vincenzo?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, the minutes from the May 6th meeting are now official. The next item on the agenda is the public hearing for the planning and zoning temporary uses. Mr.
Thank you, Jim, and I'm not sure how much council wants me to go through everything. I mean, you've had, I think it's since January 3rd, the rough draft. That's been 4 months ago, and then the April 15th meeting, there was a few adjustments or changes to that, and that was handed out to you. So, just in summary, there is the new temporary use, conditional use section. That you've had that copy for a while to review. And that's part of the planning and zoning code. There's another section which is part of the business regulation code, that's the food trucks. But basically, what code requires is that once the planning commission makes their recommendation, city council does have to hold a public hearing, and the public was invited to it if they wanted to attend. So this is not that you haven't had opportunities to ask questions. I haven't heard from anyone, so my assumption is you're maybe satisfied with that. But again, I open it up to any questions that you might have at this point.
I have no questions. I do have a comment. I just want to thank you for all the hard work that you put into coming up with those revisions that were desperately needed. It was very well thought out, and it's obvious that you did put a lot of time and effort in that, and I appreciate that.
Okay, thank you. These are, and I'd like to point out too, that codes are always living, breathing documents. They can change. We might move forward with these, and a year down the road, some scenario pops up that we never thought of. Unfortunately, that's the nature of life. So if council moves forward and adopts these, always remember that if something isn't working out, we can always go back and make changes to that. If there are more questions, I would open it up to the public, but it doesn't look like maybe anyone came in regards to that hearing. So at this point in time, council will vote on, hey, you approve these changes, and then I can work with Joe on finalizing and coming up with the ordinance that we officially have the first and second and third readings.
I would make a motion that we approve the changes.
I second. We have a motion and second. Take a roll call vote.
Butler?
Yes.
Lipscomb?
Yes.
Person?
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.
Vincenzo?
Yes.
West?
Yes.
Okay, so then what I'll do is I'll work with Joe on that, come up with that ordinance. And I guess I should ask council too, do you want it prepared with the emergency language in it? Do you want it prepared just like a normal ordinance? I don't know what your thoughts are on that.
I think it would be good to have the emergency language since it's the beginning of summer, food trucks are more prevalent, give some small businesses the opportunity to come into our city.
The good thing with that is that you can still have 3 readings if you wish, but it goes into effect immediately because it has the emergency language in it. if not, in what's 30 days after the passing, you know.
Well, the fact that we have public hearings, not many people, were any businesses here to oppose that?
I talked directly with Darren, and his last name's slipping my head at the moment. I hate to say it. That has the Frosty numerous times, and he came to some of the public hearings, and he had input. And overall, he appeared to be satisfied with what was proposed. And Christie, you were at those meetings too.
I agree with your assessment.
So, as far as food trucks, I contacted different food truck companies, and they actually gave some advice on. They appeared satisfied. I emailed them what we had. They seemed satisfied. They did offer a few changes, just making sure that they have liability insurance, things like that. So that I maybe wouldn't have thought about.
I mean, I do agree with Christie on the emergency legislation, but we don't get a lot of input, but there is times when you don't have the emergency legislation. It does give the citizens a little bit of an opportunity to talk to their council, or, you know, we can at least express their opinions. But like I said, not a lot of that happens, but it does give them a fair chance.
Okay, so it sounds like maybe you want the emergency language, but you'll have like 3 readings.
If
That-
yeah, if needed.
Perhaps one of the things we need to do more than anything else is start selling the idea that, you know, the average citizen's voice is heard louder here in a local government than it's ever heard in a state government or federal. We need to start making them understand that they're welcome to come to these council meetings and give us some input. And you know, I've given you this lecture before that I'm a teacher. All right, and I've learned a long time ago, effective communication should always be flowing, not only from the guy dazzling people with his brilliance up in front of the classroom, but from the people that you're trying to teach information to as well. All right, so we need, I would like to see, I try to do it anyway, but I'd like to see us start using social media to encourage people to come and tell us what their feelings are. Give us a chance to explain ourselves.
Any other comments? Okay, Joe, I guess we're gonna put the emergency language in the legislation. You still have 3 readings. That way, that still gives the public about 6 weeks to 7 weeks to have some input if they have anything or objections or. Okay, I want to touch on one thing real quick in here, then we got a request from a couple council people. And that's the city bike parade, which we've done every year. It requires, closing Main Street temporarily while between I think it was always the courthouse and the red light, where they give away the bikes and everything, but, I think everybody got a flyer and email on that. But, they do request, council, permission to hold that, and I think this requires a, motion and a vote.
Make a motion.
Second.
Okay, take a roll call vote to hold the, city bike parade on, June 29th, 2024 at 11 p.m.
AM.
I'm sorry, AM.
A little late, kids.
Be less traffic. Take roll call vote.
Butler,
Yes.
Lipscomb,
Yes.
Person,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Senza,
Yes.
West.
Okay, we will have the, bike parade on the 29th. Okay, at this time, I've had, 2 council people, request going into executive session to discuss personnel matters. So I think at this time, if council wants to do that, we'll require a motion to go into executive session. Like, second, take a roll call vote.
Butler,
Yes.
Lipscomb,
Yes.
Person,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Senza,
Yes.
West.
Yes.
Okay, we will go to executive session at this time. It is 7:12. adjourn shortly. Yes.
Yeah, we're back in.
It's so good.
How are you?
Makes one to know one.
Okay.
Mayor,
Yes.
what do you got the air conditioning set on?
I didn't
touch this. Please, nice. It's a nice box.
It says 71.
Yeah, it's 85 out there.
I never complain about being bumped. Jesus, mother of Mary.
Well, that room is different.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
I
it
felt
is.
it.
It is different.
Well, that's kind of a cool room to get that much air.
It's super for 70. This must be cool.
72 is great.
I think they're hot.
64 is great.
If you really want to get down to it, I'll settle for 76.
Oh, really?
You gotta try to swap it out here.
He hates being in a car with me ever.
Yeah.
Rushing to break the other, but.
Okay, let's make this roll because I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Hey, I hate reading.
Huh?
I hate reading.
That's all right.
Oh my God.
Grocery store here. I got peanut butter, and I got granola bars,
Jim, can we go ahead and get the meeting started?
Yeah,
I just have reports.
Let's get
I move that we
Well,
exit executive session.
okay. Need a second? Need a vote?
Butler,
Yes.
Lipscomb,
Yes.
Merson,
Yes.
Smith, Vincenzo,
Yes.
Less.
Yes.
Okay, we are now back in the regular session. Okay, we've covered the, bike parade and the, planning and zoning, so the first report will be the mayor's.
Can I just give you the idea?
If you want.
And again, we all know Jeremy has resigned, and I guess there was some not nice stuff going on Facebook. He took a new position. There was no malice or anything. He took a new position at Wright Patterson. He's going to be making a lot more than we were paying him. So I'm very happy for he and his family. They will be moving. Where does that leave us? I think certainly poorer for his loss, but we're going to have to try to find somebody to take the job. It's going to be a Herculean task, but we have to get someone who communicates with sewer, street, water, electric. I know Tara reached out to me. She said she knew some people who may be interested. If you've got resumes, send them in. They have till this Friday to get them in. But we need somebody who can write grants, who can complete EPA paperwork in a correct and timely fashion. And especially the fact that I thank Jeremy for this. He reestablished a working and a very trustful relationship with the EPA. I mean, they had a sword to my neck when I was elected within a week of being in office, and he fixed that. He fixed a lot of what was wrong, and he fixed things that someone with his background could see. I didn't. And he had a great work ethic. We're going to miss him dearly as an employee and as a co-worker, and our people in our town will miss his energy and devotion. We had talked about this a little bit, but Darren has certainly stepped up to the plate. He's been doing 3 people's jobs of recently. Our sewer supervisor, Mike Reed, he's still out indefinitely. Please keep him in your prayers as he just got home from the hospital. We're all going to be working for the veterans of St. Clairsville, so we need to put aside politics, have communication, get on board. and get a working cooperative relationship, and I'm fully confident we're gonna do that. We've received about 15 resumes. I can't start interviewing until that window closes, which will be this Friday. I'm afraid it's gonna be a long process. I know it's gonna be expensive because we have to hire HR to negotiate the police contract, and I'm gonna have to hire some consultants with some projects. So that's the reality. But my staff has been helping, stepping up. I'm receiving reports from each department to coordinate efforts and make things flow efficiently. And again, just to go over very quickly some of the projects going on. Darren has looked at paving the Spring Park, Orchard, and Norris. Bids will be put in for anticipated fall paving. Street department, again, Martha Drive, 12-inch culvert, 160-foot, 2 catch basins are one of the upcoming projects. Catch basin on Johnette, Jefferson, Cooper, Forest Lawn, St. Patrick's Alley, and I think this has a lot to do with the paving, the water project. Recent projects, Norris Street, they put in 3 catch basins, culverts, Norris 2 catch basins at 530 feet. I don't really know what that means, except that they're doing it. They've road patched Kill Site, Junior Sports Complex Road, and Rand Avenue. Rec Department, United Bank Junior Rec Building drawings have been sent to the state for approval. Once we get those plans returned, then we can get this out to bid. Eric is a point of contact on the plans now. We have updates coming in. Bathroom project, it will start on May 28th and last 2 to 3 weeks for completion. TMK is doing the project. Central Park Outdoor Court, the installation of the new basketball court is happening now. The concrete will have about a 40 to 60 day cure time before the lines go down on the surface, and the project was sponsored by Gulfport. HVAC project, it's going on now. We currently do not have it in the gym, but Eric's coordinated with Pro Air and the concrete guys for getting this project done ASAP with summer months approaching. He had called me and asked me if it would be all right for people who have graduation parties scheduled, since the bathrooms are going to be out of commission and air conditioning, can we charge them half price? I said, that's fine with me. I think that's reasonable because there is some inconvenience. So he was going to handle that. Purchase the Ruritan building will be completed by July 1st. We're getting the land surveyed. We have a sales agreement with them. And this will be used for a rental space once the city has it purchased. Summer concert series. Summer concerts start May 23rd, run through August. Full list of events is on our website. Summer basketball, currently have 55 teams in our summer basketball league. We'll play over 240 games in the month of June. They've had 19 applications for seasonal employment. Department interviews will be conducted on Friday, May 24th, and this person will start the first week of June. Light and power report. They finished replacing the feeder line from Hess Station to the Roundhouse. The line's back in service. They finished with winter and spring scheduled tree trimming on all 3 phase feeders and tie lines between substations. Finished metering and GFI placement at Central Park. They're continuing the pole replacement program. They're currently on Oak, Willow, and Wildwood. They completed the hiring process for qualified lead linemen, continuing day-to-day operations, and working on projects, Trinity Hospital, United Bank, temp relocation for slope repair. So they're working on all that. I know we had a meeting with Jeff Vaughn on Thursday, and Jeff is kind of the point man now with Trinity, because they were talking 3-inch lines versus 4-inch and tie-ins. I said, you guys might as well be speaking Sanskrit because I don't know what you're talking about. But he does, and they're taking care of it. So that's it.
Anybody have any questions?
Did anybody understand this?
Okay. Thank you, Mayor.
Sure.
Move on to police chief. Matt's not here. TJ?
All we have is our application process is still open for school resource officer. We'd like to see some more people apply. I think it closes the 29th, if I'm not mistaken. We'll be hiring sometime this summer for that. That's all.
I assume that Mike coming up here and they're gonna be hiring a resource officer.
Correct. Mike McCloy will be moving to the road, and we're filling a position at the school.
I'm just curious if there could be 2 resource officers or
No. And when we had a vacancy, we went out a quarter left. So Mike decided he wanted to move to the road, which left the school resource officer vacant.
One more question. had one phone call, not my ward, but he called me. Would we be able to get the speed limit sign on North?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Where on Norris?
Down by the trailers?
No problem.
Uh,
I'm the one that does it, so I'll take it.
Okay, yeah, because he said they've really been speeding, but maybe since school's out, it won't be there, but at least it'll be.
Yeah, it's pretty much a straight stretch.
Yeah.
You can get going pretty good down there, and if they pave it,
Yeah.
yeah, they'll have it by next week.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Are you talking the electric sign?
Yeah,
Okay.
It's on Hutchinson right now, but
Is
I
it?
think it's dead.
It is dead. It is dead.
Thank you.
And I think the mayor saw too that was put up there, because one of my people in my neighborhood called, said thank you for that, because I think
Sure.
it did kind of help slow the traffic down.
Sometimes it gets people's attention and they don't maybe realize how fast they are going until they see that.
Don't we have two of those, TJ?
We do have two. One is on East Main right now. One's on Hutchins.
Anything else? Anybody have any questions for TJ? Thanks, TJ. Move on to finance director and then Lola.
No report.
Okay, that's very finance meeting. Anybody have any other questions? Planning and zoning, Mr. Murphy.
I'll just be real quick. We were still working on grass last week. I was able to meet with our contractor. We drove around the few properties that we could deal with the contractor. And so they just today sent us what the cost would be for this property. It was off the charts good. Some years it's been as much as $300 for other contractors. This was right around $100, some less, some a little bit more. The good news there, that's moving forward. And there is a new women's clothing store opening at 165 East Main Street. That's next to Papa D's. They're doing some interior work right now. So I think their hope is to open in early June. That's it.
Thank you, Tom. Any questions for Tom or comments? Okay, thank you. Okay, we'll move on to council committees. Finance, Mr. Vincenzo.
Yeah, we did have a finance committee meeting tonight. Our appropriations and revenues are right on track. And that did say that the audit is not finished, but we're getting close. July 20th will be the final for that, for the audit?
Oh, no, that's for the budget.
Or for the budget, I'm sorry, yes. Okay, we just discussed different projects in the finance meeting, and then updated us on the cost and where we stand with it. But other than that, it's a rather short meeting, and that's all I have.
Any questions, comments? Terry, utilities?
No report, next meeting is June 3rd, we'll do 6:30, like we have been doing.
Right, that's been changed, so good. Okay, police, Mike, you have anything for?
Nothing, and we will not meet tonight. Will not.
Okay, street, north side, Terry?
No report.
JC's not here from south side. Anybody have any comments? Any large people from south side or anybody said anything? Safety, building grounds, Mr. Vincenzo.
Yeah, we did meet, last Tuesday. Holly and I met, and we just discussed different things. With the stuff going on in the city right now, we're gonna just on our own, we're gonna start visiting some of the different, like sewer plants and, other buildings and stuff. We're just gonna try to get a good grip and see what we come up with and see what we can do to help out, but, we'll be doing that, and, anybody's interested, going around with us, let me know, and make sure I let you know.
The only thing I would throw out to that is if you're going to go into any of the facilities, let the supervisor know ahead of time that you're gonna be there, because I think otherwise it could be a liability issue sometime.
Yeah, we wanna make sure we got the right PPE and everything if we need it, so.
Okay, any comments, questions on that?
Question for anybody in general, what's going on with the train station down there? Anybody knows?
Nothing. Is there something, is there activity down there?
No, I was just wondering if there's any progress, or I already by there with somebody 2 weeks ago, so what the heck's that doing? If we tore it down, I told them it was our train station, but I was just curious if there's any progress.
We had applied for a couple of grants last year, did not get them, so anybody have any good ideas or see any places to apply, let's do it. I'd like to see it restored. It's very historic. So,
Make a note of that. We'll do a visit. Any other questions on building and grounds? Gonna move on to planning commission, Christie, do you have anything?
I have nothing to add to what Tom said, so I have no report.
Move on to fire district, Mike.
No report, but we meet tomorrow at 4:00 at the fire station. I'll have a report next week.
Okay, move on to recreation.
We did hold our meeting last Thursday. Just want to say that in addition to several other city employees, Eric Gay has really stepped up to fill a lot of job duties that were needing done. And once he was given the permission to take care of stuff, he has really stepped up and is getting a lot of projects completed. And we do have our first concert this Thursday night down at Central Park. Everyone should go. Looks like it's going to be a great show. And the next meeting is actually changed. There's a special day and time. It will be Monday, June 10th at 4:30 at the rec center. That is a change from the normal day.
Any other questions? Eric, I think since Eric's been down to rec center, he's done an incredible job down there. He's turned that around a lot in the past couple of years. Okay, move on to park district, Lucian.
Okay, there may be a delay in the opening of the pool because they had a problem with the pump. They're waiting for a part to come in from Germany of all places. So there's a good chance that it will open on the May 28th, and what they're gonna do, they're thinking about doing is extending the pool pass sales until to change the date, so changing the date for this week's pre-smith.
That's it. Any comments or questions on the park district? Okay, thank you, Lucian.
You're welcome.
Okay, right now we'll move on to water director Joseph Bever. Do you have anything that,
No, everything.
okay?
For a change.
That's pretty much at the end of the agenda. I will bring up, for everyone's knowledge, I think they probably already know, tomorrow at 6 o'clock here in the city building will be the first meeting, the Charter Review Committee. More than likely will probably just be an organizational meeting, but it is here at 6 o'clock. If anyone wishes to attend, they are open to the public. From that point on, once they appoint a chairman to run the review, they will set their own schedule and go from that. But tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. Anybody have any questions?
could I just make one comment? Jeremy will be at his new job starting June 3rd. I'm sure he'd appreciate it if you guys, I don't know if you have or not, maybe reach out to him and thank him because he has put in an extraordinary amount of work for our city. So just a thought.
Okay, we have no public people here, so the next meeting will be June 3rd, 7 p.m. here in the city building. Anybody have anything else? I'll accept the motion to adjourn. Motion's adjourned.